Welcome back to Baddestondamic, the podcast where we expose ourselves romantically so you don't feel alone. If you ever catch feelings fast, lost feelings too fast, or convince yourself someone was the one because they held the door open for you one time, this episode's for you. Today, we're breaking down 3 stages of modern love that every single one of us has lived through: the ick, the obsession, and the green flags. So grab a snack, grab some water, grab some self awareness because we're going there. And I hope y'all watched the recent episode with me and Lenny with the Henny. I hope y'all watched the video. It was very fun making it with her. And I know we talked about red flags, so that's why I want to talk about green flags this episode. Because it's not always negative, and I don't like people that are always negative. So we're going to keep it positive here. But first, we are going to start with the ick. So let's start with the villain story of the ick. The ick is very powerful. It's irrational, disrespectful, and super duper 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 hilarious. One day you're in love, the next day these things slightly wrong, and your entire soul is like, your entire put a finger down, and you're like, yeah, this is not for me. The ink doesn't schedule itself. It just shows up like Amazon Prime. Unexpected, but right on time. You ever get the ick from something so random? So you get mad at yourself? Like, the way... It's just certain things, like small stuff. Like, what's an ick I have? Like, an ick for me is shadow boxing. Like, why are we talking and now you want to shadow, like, and it's not even cute shadow boxing. It's like, because there's some people I know that shadow box, but like they actually do it like because it's just them and they do it like, but then there's some people that just force it. Like, I've seen that TikTok video where it was like, you're not like something like, you're not getting no hugs when your homeboy starts shadow boxing here in front of the hugs. Like, I don't know, like that stuff is just so funny to me. But yeah, once you feel the ick, I'm not going to say it's over, but you unfeel the feelings you had for that person or for the situation. You try to give it another shot, another chance at the universe, but the universe is like, no, girl, that's not for you. The ick is basically your intuition dressed in comedy. It's your spirit trying to warn you before you emotionally invest in someone who says LOLs, ironically. Sometimes the ick is petty, but sometimes it's a sign that deep down, you don't really want that person. And that's okay. The ick is like, it's like a signal, It's not straight up, but it's there, And let me tell y'all, being with someone that does give you the ick here and there, that's perfectly normal, And honestly, it depends though, like if you get the ick because of the way they chew, that's love. But if you get ick because of the way, well, actually, let me take that back. But like if you get ick from like the smallest things, and girl, you gotta get checked. Like, you gotta go to a therapist for real. Because why you getting pissed off at everything? Come on, let's lock in. But yeah, now I want to talk about the obsession phase. Now let's be for real, because we've all been in the obsession phase. This is when the bare minimum feels like a love letter from God himself. They text you good morning and you're already picturing the wedding venue. They send you a TikTok and sitting, you're like, wow, we have the same humor. We're such soulmates. The obsession phase is when your brain convinces you that this is the most special person to ever walk on the face of this earth. Because they responded in under 10 minutes. They spelled your name right. They didn't leave you undelivered overnight. They said dry safe. They held the door for you. They bought you a little gift that was worth under $10. And a gift is a gift, so I'm always going to be grateful, But when they do it one time and you start to already fantasize about your life with them, no, girl, you're in the obsession phase. You're not even in love with them. You're in love with their potential. This phase is dangerous because everything feels like a grand gesture. They say, I'm not really that good at texting, but they text you. So you're like, oh, yes, I must be special. They say I'm busy, but they treat it like a noble act of service. You know what I mean? You can't get blinded by the obsession phase. Because when you're in the obsession phase, you don't even know you're in the obsession phase. But no, you're obsessed, girl, and that's fine because we all been there. But the obsession phase teaches us something important. We make mistakes. Oh, my bad. We mistake attention for affection. We mistake convenience for connection. We mistake bare minimum for crumbs. We mistake bare minimum crumbs for love. And love is a strong word. But once you break out of the obsession fog, once you raise your standards, you start seeing love for what it really is. Now, let's talk about the green flags, okay? The moment this is what we don't talk enough about, because I feel like sometimes people are just so focused on the negative. But let's talk about some green flags. Green flags are the things you say that make you say, wait, this is what it's supposed to feel like. Green flags are underrated because we've normalized stress. Oh my gosh, I was just saying that, lol. We think love is chaos. We think love is guessing. We think love is overthinking and praying someone texts us back. But no. Real green flags, they look like communicating without you needing a detective degree. Consistency because they want to be. They make you feel safe, not confused. They don't disappear for 3 days and blame it on, sorry, I've been busy, or bad service. They match your energy. They talk about the future like you're actually, they talk about the future because they really want you to be part of it. They make love feel peaceful. Not like a group project when no one's trying to participate. Green flags feel unfamiliar when you're getting used to emotionally unavailable people. Sometimes someone treats you right and you're like, why are you being so nice? What do you want? You start to overthink it. But no, babe, that's actually healthy. And you need to accept that and learn how to be loved. And accept love, you know? Some people are so quick to deny it because they're just scared to be hurt again. A real green flag is when you don't have to perform, you don't have to beg, you don't have to chase, you don't have to shrink yourself. It feels like exhaling, like your heart finally unclenched. And the truth, when you stop chasing the bare minimum, you start seeing green flags everywhere because you finally learn to recognize what love should feel like. Now, here's a takeaway. The ick happen, obsession happens, but eventually the green flags come and they stay. You just have to be willing to stop entertaining people who only give you half of what you deserve. When you stop chasing the bare minimum, you start noticing the people who were meant for you the whole time. And when real love shows up, that's when peace replaces chaos. That's when you realize, oh, I wasn't asking for too much. I was just asking the wrong person. But yeah, y'all. Thank y'all so much for coming to Baddestondamic for this new episode. What episode is this? This one, I think this is the last episode of the relationship series. So this was a fun series to make. I was glad that I was able to do it with Lenny, do a little Q&A, do a little collab in there. It was very, very fun. Make it the baddest with Lenny, with Henny, hey. But yeah, I'm gonna stop before she beats me up because she'd be like, stop. All I get the pussy with that. I'm just playing. But yeah, no, I'm not playing because she can't beat me up because I'm really that girl. But anyway, I'm not gonna fight with her on this because I'm literally fighting with myself right now. I'm talking to myself. What's going on? But yeah, I love y'all so much. New series is coming out. That one's gonna be about motivation, so stay tuned. And yeah, that one's gonna be about motivation and keeping God in the center of everything you do. So if you're interested, which I know you are, because you're listening to this, because you obviously want to do better for yourself, listen to the new series coming out. But yeah, the series series 3, relationships, episode 3, complete. So this is your host, Miggy the Baddest, signing out. Love y'all.